Hi, so in the past month, I went to Universal Studios Hollywood for the first ever time and I absolutely loved it. I have a whole vlog of me going there. I went myself, which was something I was so scared to do, but it was actually an amazing 2 days. And while I was there, I thought it would be kind of fun to make a tier ranking list of all the rides and attractions and shows that are there because I managed to do basically everything because the park was really quiet. I went on a Thursday and a Friday, and the Friday was a bit busier, but the Thursday was like dead. So I basically done every single thing that was open. So the only things that aren't included on this list are the Jurassic World ride because it was closed when I was there, and the Animal Actors show because I just have a thing. I'm vegan, and I was like, I don't know if I really want to watch these animals like perform. I don't know. That's basically just my stance on it. But other than that, I done pretty much every single thing in the park. So we will be ranking it today. And I am quite excited. I have never done a tier ranking list before, so hopefully this goes well. If you enjoy it, please leave a like. And if you're new to this channel, subscribe. I post a lot of travel videos and also book videos are my main thing. We'll get back to the books eventually, but right now we're still in a little travel era. So yeah, without any further ado, I think we should start ranking the rides and shows and attractions at Universal Studios Hollywood. So my tier ranking lists are, first of all, we have the must do things. These are the things that you have to do. If you go to the park, you have to do them. Then we have worth the wait. That is the things that I really enjoyed and I thought were worth the wait, obviously. And then kills time is like, it's not a must do. It's not like the most amazing thing, but if you have time to kill, if you're waiting around for like a show or something, like this is a good little spot to do this activity. Then we have the skippable things. This is the things where if the queue is long, I don't think you're missing out on anything. And then don't bother. I don't know if I'm gonna have anything for don't bother. I guess we'll find out. But that is the things that basically I just don't think are worth your time at all. But that's pretty harsh. So we'll see about that one. But yeah, my thinking for this is like if it's a busy day in the park, if it's like in the middle of summer, what should you do? And that's how we're going to rank things. So the very first thing I have on the list is the Harry Potter and Forbidden Journey ride. I went on this 6 times while I was there, and the queue was like non-existent both days, which was really good. So I was basically just walking through the queue and going straight on it. And the queue for this is amazing. The queue is just as good as the ride itself because it's all themed like you're in Hogwarts, and it's just so realistic feeling. And basically, if you took away the ride barriers, you would feel like you're right in Hogwarts. So obviously, this is a must do. Just for the queue alone, it would be a must do. But I love this ride. I thought it was the most amazing ride I've ever been on. Actually, I loved the use of the like real life props with the screens because something we'll get into is that Universal Studios is very screen heavy. I've never been to the Florida park either, so it's very screen heavy, but this one was really well done with like physical props and screens. So yes, this is a must do, 100%. Next we have Raptor Encounter, and this is down at the Jurassic World bit, and it is basically just, I want to say it's a guy in a costume being a raptor, but it did not look like a costume at all. I have no idea how they done it, and I was pretty impressed with it. I never actually got a picture with the raptor because I couldn't be bothered waiting in line with a bunch of kids, but I actually really thought it was cool. So I will say it kills time. I think it's worth seeing if you're down in that area, if you're down in the lower lot. If the raptor counter is about to start, I would stick around and have a look at it because I really don't know how they did it. So next we have the DreamWorks Theatre, and this right now is a Kung Fu Panda little short movie, and I am going to put this in skippable for now because this is just a screen, but it's not even a screen with a like chair that moves around and jumps around and really immerses you in the experience. The chairs are pretty stationary, they vibrate, and that is it. And I just wasn't very impressed with it at all. Again, when I was there, there was no queue at all, so I'm glad I did it just because I could do it easily, but it is not really worth the wait at all. Next we have The Secret Life of Pets, and I was not bothered about this because I knew nothing about it. I just assumed to be another screen ride, and oh my god, it was so good. This ride was actually incredible. I love animatronics. If you like animatronics, this is like the ride for you. The queue as well, the queue was just as good as the Harry Potter ride. At first you're like, oh, it's just like themed about an apartment, but there's so many animatronics within the apartment, like just the queue alone, it's so worth seeing. and it's really cleverly designed, the queue, where there's no like queue barriers. The barriers are just like the furniture of the apartments and the different rooms and stuff. And it was really clever. I really liked how they done that. I thought the queue itself was worth doing, and again, the ride was 10 out of 10, really good. Definitely like a must do. Next we have Flight of the Hippogriff, and I was so disappointed about this one because I have seen videos of the Hagrid roller coaster in Florida, and I assumed that these were the same thing. I didn't really think about the name. I was just like, oh, it's like Hagrid's Hut's there, like it looks the same from the outside. And I waited about 10-15 minutes on it, which isn't too bad, but you know, it was the longest I waited on anything for the Thursday, and it was over in about 20 seconds. It does not go fast. It doesn't even have any animatronics I was expecting. I was waiting on like the Blast Ended Shroot and stuff that I've seen in the video, and there's none of that. So I'm going to put this in the don't bother, because the queue, other than that Thursday morning, everything else in the park on a Thursday was down like 5-10 minutes the whole day. This was up to 40 and it never really went down below that. I think on the Friday it went up to an hour. Do not wait on that. Do not wait an hour for Flight of the Hippogriff, please. It's not worth it. Next we have Minion Mayhem, and this is the first of the fully screen. Oh no, Kung Fu Panda was. But yeah, Minion Mayhem is another just like screen one, but it's actually pretty fun. I liked how just the plot of the little short film you're watching. That's basically what these are. They're like short films. I liked how it went through a little story. I thought the story was quite good on it. It was cute. The chairs move quite a lot. It's quite immersive. So I would say this one is worth the wait. It is not amazing, but it's worth the wait. Then we have another one, same kind of vein, and that's Transformers. Transformers is like in between like a Minion Mayhem and a Forbidden Journey, where it does have slightly real like props and stuff. Like your car moves through a tunnel like Forbidden Journey, but it's not as immersive. And I wouldn't say it's a must do, but I would put it at the top of worth a wait. I think it is pretty good. I think it's fun. The storyline though is not great. Like the Minion Mayhem one, the storyline you can actually follow. The Transformers storyline is just like Transformers fighting and you're like getting thrown between all the action. So I don't know if I want to. Okay, I'll leave it here for now, but I think I might put Minion Mayhem ahead of it actually. We'll see. Next we have kind of our first little show / activity, and that's the Grinchmas tree lights. And this was so cute. Obviously it's just there for Christmas. So if you're there in December, this is like, I would actually say a must do, because I would say this is the difference. There's no queue for it. You just go to that area and you can watch it. So I think if you're there for Christmas, it is a must do on one of the days. I only stayed for one of the days because I didn't want to see it twice. But I think if you're there over the Christmas holidays, there's no queue to get in. You just go to the area and there's a little show. The like characters from the Grinch come out and perform, and then the Grinch himself comes out and they kind of sing and stuff. So I would actually say that for Christmas, this is a must do. Next, we're going to go to the Hogwarts lights, and I don't know if this one is all year round or just for Christmas. Right now, there's definitely a Christmas theme to it, but I'm assuming they probably do lights all year round. I don't know. I don't know much about parks. But this one again, I would say it's a must do. At least one of your days. I never waited both days for it again, but it was beautiful. The lights are stunning. The castle itself is stunning. That whole Hogsmeade section of the park is just amazing, so immersive. And I really want to go to Florida now so I can do also the Diagon Alley section. But yeah, I think it's a must do. And I'm assuming it's on all year round. I don't really know, sorry. Waterworld is our first like proper full-time show, I think. Because at Hogwarts like one, I'm not sure. And this one, again, definitely must do. And I would actually put it, below Hogwarts Lights but above Grinchmas. Waterworld is a film that I've never seen, I don't know anything about, but the actors are all so great. It's so fun, especially I think when I was there it was pretty cold, so they're like spraying people with water and people were into it. So like it's not like they were getting it done against their will because they sat in the splash zone. But I was like, why would you want to get so like soaking wet and like I think it was like 5 degrees. But yeah, it was really great. The stunts, the performances, there is like fire effects, there is like a plane that crashes in. There's boats, there's guns, there's a lot of stuff. I really enjoyed Waterworld. I thought it was great. Okay, Simpsons right now. I think I would put this in the must do. However, because Forbidden Journey and Secret Life of Pets are so good, I don't want to put it on the same tier as them. So I'm going to put it at the top of worth the wait because it's the best out of all of the screen-based rides that are fully screen-based in my opinion. It is a classic. is just, you can watch the film online. I feel like when I was there, I felt like I'd seen it before on YouTube, like when I was younger. It's just really good. The cart is aggressive, like you get shook around, you are up and down and side to side and backwards and forwards. Like it's really quite fun. And again, the storyline is so much better. It's definitely the best storyline out of, you know, Simpsons, Transformers, Minions. Um, it's just a really fun ride. So it's an honorary must do, but because the other two are so good and I really enjoy physical props and animatronics and stuff over just screen based stuff, it's going to go at the top of Worth the Wait. Next we have the studio tour, and this is also a must do, and I'm actually going to put this right behind Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. I love the studio tour. I've done it both days, and the great thing about it is that depending on the tour guide that you get, you're going to get different experience each time because they're going to tell different stories, they're going to have little different anecdotes and point out different things. So I done it twice, and both times it was so great. You see some amazing sets, like you see like the Bates Motel. When I was there, they had the kind of rodeo place from the movie Nope. They just have like the old streets and stuff that they film in, and then there's the immersive sections with, you know, there's a avalanche, not an avalanche, an earthquake and like a subway tunnel, and then there's like the flood, and then there's some other screen-based stuff incorporated in it, which we'll get to in a second. And overall, it's just the best thing you can do at Universal Hollywood, apart from Forbidden Journey. You know what? Part of me wants to put it above Forbidden Journey, but I'm going to keep it there just because I love Forbidden Journey so much as a Harry Potter stan, but they're definitely like the top two things at the park. It is a must do. It is so, so good. So then we have the King Kong section of the studio tour, and I'm going to rank this differently. I'm going to pretend that it is just its own thing and you don't need to go on a studio tour to do it, because if you go on a studio tour, which you must do, you're going to do King Kong, but on its own, it is pretty good. I would say it's worth the wait if it was just a normal ride, which I think actually at Florida it is its own thing. I would say it's worth the wait, but it's not my favourite. But I'm going to put it behind Simpsons because there's a really cool part where, actually I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but it was really immersive actually. It was all 360 around you and I really enjoyed it. Again, on the studio tour, you then have the Fast and Furious section, and I did like this one, but I don't know if I would do it if I went to Florida and it was like its own separate thing, which I think it is as well. So I'm going to put it at the top of Kill's Time. It was fun, but I really don't care about Fast and Furious that much, and I think compared to the King Kong one was just so much better. So yeah, that's where I'm going to put it. The SFX show is like a stunt, maybe it's just called a stunt show actually. It's either called the special effects show or this, yeah, it's called that. And it is just all about how different special effects are made for films, and they have like some audience interaction and like someone gets set on fire, and it was cute, it was fun, but I didn't love it. I'd actually put it below Raptor Encounter. I don't think it's like a must do at all. I think if there is like, if you have a jump packed day and there's a lot of queues for the rides, I would actually maybe even say it's skippable. I wasn't that impressed with it. Like, I enjoy like getting inside and like watching a little show because I'd done like everything else in the park, but yeah, it never impressed me that much actually. Then we have the Mummy, and I really love this. This was one of my favourite rides because again, it is like a real roller coaster. You are on a real track. It's not any screens at all. It is a proper roller coaster. It's pretty fast at points, pretty thrilling. So it's definitely a must do for me. I'm going to put it behind Secret Life of Pets actually, but I really enjoyed The Mummy, and I've heard when I was watching some YouTube videos afterwards that the Mummy ride at Florida is even longer, even better, even scarier. So excited to go to Florida when I ever eventually do. But yeah, The Mummy is a classic roller coaster. It was really fun. I enjoyed it. Ollivander's One Shop, I almost didn't do this because I had this thing in my head where I thought that you had to buy a wand at the end of it. I didn't realise that it was just purely like a little show. I thought that you had to buy a wand to take part in it, which is not the case. You can just go in and watch. But the thing about it is, I would put it at the bottom of Kill's Time, because what I did was I done that while I was waiting on the Hogwarts light, so I literally done it to kill time. But it's just not that exciting. Only one person really gets to take part. Everyone goes in, they choose one person kind of at random, and then they get to like take part in like a wand choosing ceremony. But everyone else then just stands there, and I guess if you were the one that got chosen, that would be amazing. And if like your friend or brother or sister, whoever you were with, got chosen, that would also be really fun. But I went in it and I was just watching some random woman like get a wand. So I'm actually going to put it in skippable. I don't think it's that exciting. And then the last thing, this is an anticlimactic one to end on, but we have the Frog Choir. Again, I feel like this is just a Christmas thing, but it was in Hogsmeade and it was just a choir of Hogwarts students, and they had these little like frog puppets and they're just singing songs, they were singing Christmas carols, and I would say it kills time. It was cute. It was for like 10 minutes maybe, and if you're hanging around Hogsmeade, which you probably are, you can get a nice drink, a nice butterbeer, and you can stand and watch the Frog Choir, and it was just cute. So I would like that as well. Especially another reason, Ollivanders actually does have a wait time because it's just one group at a time. So I think I never saw it go more than 15 minutes, but I'm assuming in summer like that it can get quite long. So that's definitely skippable. Whereas the Frog Choir is like the Raptor Encounter and you know, like the Hogwarts Lights and stuff, where you just show up and just watch it, and then you can walk away at any time. Like you can walk away mid song, like they don't care. So yeah, I would say it's cute. It kills time. So this is my final ranking for Universal Studios Hollywood. If you agree or disagree with any of my choices, I would love to hear your opinions in the comments below. Please keep it civil. I know that theme park enthusiasts can get a little bit protective of their favourite things. I understand that, but this is just for fun, so please be nice. But yeah, I do think if I'd seen the Jurassic World ride or been on it, that would be in a must-do. I just have a feeling about it. Like I love the Jurassic World and Jurassic Park movies, so I feel like that would be a must-do. But yeah, so I'll definitely just have to go back at some point and do that. I really enjoyed my time there. Again, I have a vlog where I document my 2 days at Universal Studios by myself for the first time. And if you want to check that out, it'll be linked down below, or check out my channel. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. And again, if you're new, please subscribe. I would love to have you. And again, any thoughts on my ranking, leave it in the comments, and I will see you in my next video.